What comes to your mind when you hear the word leader? Is it tough, stoic, driven, someone who makes you see their vision and believes in you? Or something you can't quite point your finger to? Do the words uncertain, self doubt, confusion sound synonymous to leadership? Well, they are. Believe it or not, everything has two sides. From the moment you are born, there are a billion ways your life could turn out. Through every choice you make, a new reality begins. Life is full of uncertainties, each one a door to a new possibility. Sometimes these uncertainties come through to help become the best thing, despite how bleak they seem to be at first. Most people who stand apart from the crowd never cower from the face of uncertainty. They take them head on. While others fail to rise to these uncertainties, blind to the promise of success they have made, those who rise are the leaders, those who don't are not. Which one are you? According to Steve Jobs, co-founder and former CEO of Apple, innovation distinguishes between a leader and a follower. You have seen and known the bright side of this coin so many times, you might forget the other side altogether. There is a lot to leadership than what meets the eye. So what is it? Let's dive in. People say wisely, being a leader is not easy, nodding their head in unison, agreeing to it, yet never explaining what exactly they mean by it. And you are left standing there with no choice other than nodding along. According to Eckhart Tolle, if uncertainty is unacceptable to you, it turns into fear. If it is perfectly acceptable, it turns into increased aliveness, alertness, and creativity. And the idea of a leader becomes more and more distant to you, perpetually out of your reach. However, that is not the case. Leaders aren't people from the other planet. They come from amongst ourselves. They have the same fears and ideas as you do. They have the same uncertainties as you have. The only one simple difference is that leaders never back out. When you are a leader, everyone looks up to you. Your team looks to you for advice and ways to improve. Your bosses look at you with high expectations and want you to always bring success. Just reading that makes most people break into sweat. It's true, a leader is under a lot of pressure most of the time. But a true leader strives under the pressure, battles with uncertainties, and emerges victorious. What you see is a leader who won, but behind that leader are the countless battles they won and lost, which led them to this victory. Having no solid plan to reach a goal is scary, with people counting on you to succeed and depending on you to help them. It becomes even scarier. Then having a plan and working towards it must be the key to become a good leader, right? That's true for the most part. Having a plan A and plan B or even plan C and D might make you feel like everything is going fine and there's nothing that could go wrong. That's where life comes in. Confused? Let's break it down with a situation, shall we? Say you are due to present a very important project for yourself and your team in a week. You, being the leader, work out the details that suit your team the best. The coordination is good, the workload is flowing, and everything is going according to the plan. Just in case you make an alternate arrangement if something were to astray on the day of the presentation. On the day of, everything seems perfect. But then, one of the team members gets stuck in a place they can't get out of in time. That's no problem. Your backup comes into work, things are calm once again. You and your team walk into the hall prepared. The people there to judge your idea and project sit in anticipation. But wait, not all of them are there, especially the one you wanted to impact the most. Nevertheless, you and your team start. Unfortunately, the judges don't seem to be impressed. You don't worry because you know as it progresses they will like it. But before you get to the supposed main event, you are interrupted. It could be a phone call or a judge could have had another appointment or maybe there was a technical glitch. Either way, the morale of the team gets low. They are unable to do their part as confidently as impactfully you wanted. Even the judges give you a half-hearted response before you're asked to leave. So, you see, you can plan a lot, but it might almost always never go according to the plan. This situation seems mild enough, but things could be worse. A global pandemic might come into play. You never know. Here you are, left with a demotivated team, a panel of unimpressed judges, and a great idea that didn't come through. The uncertainties you weren't aware of got in the way of your goal. Wouldn't you want to change this narration? Turn the situation around. But how can you prepare for something you don't even know? There is no perfect solution to overcoming uncertainty. No guide can give you instructions. No tool will give you the answers, because that is the fun of it. Having no solution is the best solution for uncertainty. You aren't confined to a number of solutions to choose from. The solution can be anything and everything you want it to be. True leaders know how important the unknown is to find the knowledge you seek. Some things become clear in the face of confusion. According to Gabriel Bernstein, fear is often our immediate response to uncertainty. There is nothing wrong with experiencing fear. The key is not to get stuck in it. It is normal to feel a sense of trepidation in the face of uncertainty. Fear is good. It means you are alert and are aware of the near future, even if the near future is supposedly not in your favor. If you weren't scared, that would be because of worry. You might think that this is the end and let the fear swallow you up and keep you from being the best version of yourself, the best leader for your team. Would you let this wave of uncertainty crash you down, or will you be the one to ride it? Instead of letting the unknown daunt you, take it as a challenge. What can you do if things go wrong? How can you keep the team calm and the workload smooth? How can you make the best out of the worst situation? Let your creativity spark into action. Make all possible decisions to overcome the uncertainty. Experiment, try, fail, succeed, but never stop, because a true leader never backs out. According to Brian Greene, exploring the unknown requires tolerating uncertainty.